Hi, my sweet friends, and welcome back to Crochet Every Day with Judy. Today, I'm going to bring you up to date on my progress for, October 21, make-alongs, and the other things that I keep track of. So first, let's start with ball bands. I don't know if you saw my beginning progress video back in January, I guess, but I had only last year kept my ball bands from August on, and I think I did like 27,000 yards of, used that many yards of yarn last year. I don't know, that sounds a little much, but I don't know, we'll see. This year, my ball band usage has been kind of all over the place. January was 28 ball bands, and I won't give you the yardage, but February was 16, March 28, April was only 8 ball bands, May was 15, June was only 8, and July was only 6, August was 16. Now, I have a feeling that a lot of those, when I had like 28 in January and March, I think I was using up partial skeins of yarn, so then was counting those ball bands. And I think that's what's happened this month, or this past month for September. 41 ball bands. 41. And I know for a fact that I was using up some partials. But I also did a whole lot of crocheting in September. So 41 ball bands came out to 7,740 yards. So a lot of those ball bands were very small yardages. I know there were several that were 147. Okay, this one is only 45 meters, so that's, less than 50 yards. And I used like 5 of those. So I think that's those two things are a part of it. Small yardage in a skein or ball, and then using up partials. So 41 ball bands, 7,740 yards of yarn used in the month of September. Okay, so now my make-alongs. Jada in Stitches is doing a Mighty Mile a Minute crochet along this year, and she joined her strips as she's been joining her strips as she goes, but I chose not to because we're about 60 inches long, and I thought 36 inches wide, because each one averages about 3 inches wide, and I thought that was just, 36 by 60, that's not quite a good, I don't like the ratio. So I decided to not join them each month. I will join them at the end. So in December, I will be joining all 12 strips together as she does the join, the same way she does the join, but anyway, then that will make mine just a bit wider, I'm hoping. Maybe another 10 inches, 11 inches, something like that. So that should be good. This was a closed and open diamond stitch. I'll hold it this way. You can see the closed diamonds there. You can see the open diamond in the middle. So that was this month. Now, I've been using my collection of Karen Dazzler yarn, which was discontinued, I don't know how many moons ago, quite a number of years. And I was using for my strips, I was edging all of them in white, but for the strips I was using my pink, my yellow, and my blue. I've run out of the pink and the yellow, but I have enough blue for 2 more months. So there will just be a few more blues than there are pink and yellow. So that's my Mighty Mile a Minute strip done for this month. Next, okay, and this one is so much fun for me. Judy at Witch Piece Crafts lives in Australia, and she has been doing all year long a birthstone make-along AU because she's in Australia. So I won't go through all the birthstones, but because I can never remember whether the first one was garnet or ruby. I think it was ruby. And then we have amethyst, aquamarine, um, diamond, and you could use any color of diamonds, emerald, pearl. I chose to use the white pearl. And then I think garnet, peridot, sapphire, and then this last one was opal. I love opals. Now, I tried to stick to using Hobie Tivoli yarn, Tivoli or Amigo. It's they changed the Tivoli name to Amigo, but I just had to use something else for this month. Sorry, I'll get rid of that. Because it was opal, and there are a few different colors of opals too, but I love the ones that are iridescent and just have all the different colors shining through them. So, oh boy, I didn't bring the skein of yarn over here. All right, I'll put it in the description box what the colorway was. But I used for September, I used Lion Brand Summer Nights yarn. It's sparkly, and look at all those different colors. So it's like you're looking at an opal. And as many of you know, I've been making the virus shawl. You know, some people make blankets for their crochet alongs. I chose to do a virus shawl. It's one of my favorite shawl patterns. And I love the look of that for opal. Look how gorgeous that is. Okay, all right, I'll stop. So anyway, that was my progress on this make-along. And she said make-along because you could do crochet, you could do knit, you could do whatever you wanted, actually. So that one is finished. The next one is the temperature project being hosted by Katrina at Mindful Crafts and More. And I will link all of these channels down below. So this month, let me get my, I apologize. I need to look for my colors that I was using. September was very warm, very warm. Now we didn't get any 90s. For 90s, I was using orange, and we haven't had that since, okay, this was September. This must have been August. We had a couple of days of 90-degree weather, but a lot of 80. Oh, and we did have some in July too. That orange was for July there. Or nope, that was all August. So anyway, for September, the purple is 70s, the red is 80s, and then we cooled down just a bit. The yellow was 60s and the green was 50s. We had a 50-degree day in September, but mostly in the 70s and 80s. So it was a very warm month. So that is this is just a scarf, and I'm doing 29 stitches across, and of course it's going to be 365 rows long, so it'll be like a Doctor Who scarf. Maybe my husband will want to wear it because he loves Doctor Who. So this is September, and we're just plugging right along on that. All right, the last one is oh boy, I hope I put it in here. Did I? Yes, I did. Yay! And I haven't woven in my ends. But Christy at Crochet Creations by Christy. And this is a free pattern, the Pineapple Afghan by Judy Teague Treese. And Christy at Crochet Creations by Christy is hosting this make-along, crochet along. Yeah, it's a crochet along. She was making hers, it calls for each of these squares to be 12 inches. She was making hers out of an Aran weight, which is what the pattern calls for. I chose to make mine out of, again, using Hobie, I think, yarn, cotton yarn. And I am in the process of stretching, what do you call it? Blocking all of my squares, and they are coming out to 12 inches once I wet them and stretch them. On the beautiful blocking board that I bought from Brenda, the newbie crocheter. I will link her down below. She and her husband have done amazing work with blocking boards. They were doing a 9-inch size. I asked for 12-inch because, you know, a lot of our squares are 12-inch if we do squares. So, and he's got holes in this to where you can do any size. You can block any size square. It is so, so cool. And you could block scarves on this, because you could, you know, block a portion of it and then move it over and block the next portion. It's perfect. It's perfect. And it comes with I call them spikes, the little rods that you stick in. Tall ones for the 4 corners, and then shorter ones for for anything else, any other holes that you need to put them in. So anyway, I'm using cotton. It's their 8, I don't know. It's one of their cottons. If I can figure it out, I'll link it below. Oh, you know what? I can get it right here. Okay, I'm using the Rainbow 8-4 100% cotton. This will be, I have 2 more colors that I'm going to use. One will be for November, one will be for December. And I'm really enjoying making these too. It's a beautiful pattern, and it works up so easily once you get going on it. It's like, as Mama Swift puts it about making all her Afghan, she says it's just muscle memory. So that is by Christy at Crochet Creations by Christy. So those are all of my make-alongs for the year. I haven't decided if I will do any next year or how many I will do. This year, I really have been trying to get caught up on a bunch of whips and a bunch of patterns that I wanted to do. And oh my goodness, I did just join 2 more make-alongs. One's with Reggie at J-Hook Crochet. It's another Sis Love or Sis Homemade shawl, half circle shawl. I started the one they did earlier this year, and I haven't finished it, but I'm going to start this one too. And then Lisa at Ladybird Loves is doing a crochet along. I apologize, I can't remember the name of it, but when I get started on it and when I have some progress, I will be showing that to you and telling you all about it. And I will link her down below so that you can go and check out her video about it too. Okay, I think that's it for the moment. I'll be back at another time with progress I'm making on some other whips, and hopefully I have a couple of finished items, and hopefully we'll have more. But thank you so much for being here, for watching, for spending time with me. I would appreciate it if you would like this video, share it, subscribe if you haven't. I always love to have new family members. And I want you to remember always that you are the light of the world. So please be sure to let your light shine, because you never know when someone else might need your light to get them through their darkness. Thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate each one of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.